Good evening, everyone. Today is the 15th of January, and before I start complaining, I wanted to congratulate myself for doing, at least an hour and a half, 90 minutes of biking on the West Side Highway. It was very, very challenging. Let me tell you, it was very challenging. But at one point, the sun was beautiful. It was on the Hudson River, and it was really strong and beautiful, and that made it worth it. I tried to get the geese to move off the bike off the bike trail, but they were all conjoining. They were all having a geese meeting of some sort, probably planning their next move. Where do they fly? Down south? Are they going? They certainly can't be going to Canada, can they? Anyway. Yeah, another day. Let me read you in case you're interested. The only reason I'm doing this tonight is because I'm so fucking lonely I could die, and I have cabin fever, and there's no clients, and so that's why. So it's the Ides of January. Another 30-degree day. Hateful. Well, challenging. Challenging day. Biking. What with people stiffly moving, determined to get where they want to go. Frigid movements in the city. Stopping at red lights on the bike, waiting for the slow parade of cars to pass. Excruciating. I want to read Luke Santos again. He wrote this book, I think, called Low Life or something, and it's all about the Bowery. Yeah, I can't wait to read it again. I am so restless. Very difficult to write. Find myself just wanting to escape, to crawl into bed and feel warm, stoned, drunk, porn, jerk off. But today I had good maintenance. I went to the doctor and had my blood drawn. He's always a good listener. So then I went up to my favorite Poseidon Greek bakery to get spanakopita and meat pie. Paul, the owner. And I was almost attacked by a homeless man, a large white bearded man, very, very demonic. Yeah, he was carrying this long metal pole of some sort, and he kept swinging it. And then he was clanging the stop sign. He was approaching me he was going to hurt me, very aggressively. You faggot, and then I just turned around and I said, suck my dick, you old fucking bum. I know what happened to my Hail Marys at that moment. I don't know. My Hail Marys just went, it was survival mode. There was no time for Hail Mary. And yesterday, I had my second walkout in freaking a month. I can't believe this is happening. The first one was a young biracial ballet dancer, and he was just full of himself, and I knew he wasn't going to pay me anything after I worked on him for 20 minutes and he wanted to leave, But the one yesterday was a Hasidic Jew, and I happened to ask him, why he wanted to end the session. He said, because I don't think you were, I didn't feel that you were into it. I wasn't, because you were an ugly son of a bitch. You take your robes off, you lay down there, yeah, it happened. you know what? You can't have my soul, right? The rest of it is okay, but you can't have my soul. That's all I have to say about that. And I think that's a really apt description of the entire experience. Found myself remembering around the age of 10 in Savannah, Illinois, visiting my grandmother, and for Christmas, I think I had gotten this game called The Mousetrap, and it was there's a name for these weird machines that kind of go on their own, and the Mousetrap was an example of this kind of things trigger each other, and they go around, and then the end result happens. And the end result of this was for this little net to go down and actually fall onto the mouse. But before that could happen, this little figure that looks like he's going to take a dive had to use the metal ball fell on it or something, and the little figure had to jump. Was propelled up in the air like by a teeter-totter thing, and then fell down, and then that triggered the basket to fall on the mouse. But we couldn't, for the life of us, figure out how to get the little diving figure to go flip into the bucket, and then we realized he had to be backward. There were fiends when they did that, and I was putting this game, if you want to call it that. It was more like a interactive sculpture, It wasn't. I don't think it was a game even. You build the Mousetrap, and it was at Barb and Jess, and they were friends with my grandmother, and Jess was this very elegant woman with steel gray hair and very Midwestern, and there was a certain smell when you went in there, right? The old people smell, but it wasn't too bad. But it was just kind of like different. It was a different smell. And Jess kind of looked like a W.C. Fields kind of face. He was a little bulbous nose a little bit, but he was a tall man. I think he was going bald or something, but Jess had this horrible, this huge birth defect that was shaped like, it looked like someone had thrown like a blood packet onto his face, and it just like splatter covered one whole side of his face. I couldn't help but just stare, and it was purple and red, so whenever I would talk to him or see them, I would just, immediately I'm staring at this kind of purple eggs and ham thing on his face. I think at one point I even asked him what it was, and he very calmly explained that it was a birth defect and that he had had it since he was a child. And why do I think now that Barb was such an elegant woman for falling in love with this guy? Wow, what does that say about me and my fascistic leanings towards perfectionism in the body? I don't know. I'm just really sensitive to stuff like that, And, that's okay to be. But anyway, that was my Barb and Jess and the Mousetrap. And my grandmother had dropped us off there, I think, and then she picked me up again. Oh, memories of Savannah, Illinois. Savannah, Illinois. All those people are dead, and now I'm their age, living here, being attacked by homeless men in New York, 2025, having a massage client come and then reject me because the trick didn't work. It didn't work. You can just throw professionalism out the door at that point. You just say, and then you come back with the lesson of, I will not give you my soul. I refuse to give you my soul. And there's a redeeming quality in that. So this has been my video entry for the 15. It feels very surreal, like things feel very off out in the world. I think it's the inauguration of Trump. I think it sets a tone of depression. People aren't doing their jobs. I had a woman call me from Aetna Insurance Company and recommend this gay company organization called Feel Better or the Pride organization. And what the fuck? This woman works for Aetna and she recommends a whole organization of gay therapists who don't take Aetna. Like, if I worked for an insurance company, I would vet the referral, right? I mean, what the fuck? I mean, just that seems to be overall. Just people aren't delivering. And my concern. Oh shit! Is this 10 minutes already? Damn, it's too short. I'll make part 2. Thanks for watching. Watch part 2. Bye bye. SteveOrNYCMasseur.com out.